Hey, good evening to you, and welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech as we have Orediggers basketball here on Digger Vision. Paul Podisco, John Thatcher as the lights warming up. Montana Tech warming up, and we're ready to roll here. The Lights come in 6-8 overall, 0-1 in Frontier Conference play. Montana Tech 12-2 overall, and 0-1 in Frontier Conference play to get things underway.
Yeah, this is a big game for both of these teams. They don't. We had talked about earlier. You don't want to go down the slot and lose your two first because you got a lot of road games ahead of you, and of course the home team's always the favorite. But this is an outstanding coached Northern Montana team. That Houston's as good as anybody, and he's done a great job of recruiting while there. And you got to show up to play his teams, or you're going to get beat.
You know, Coach Hughes, much like Coach Mowat, you know they're always going to be in every game because of their defense. You know, their defense, it doesn't matter anything. It doesn't matter what the roster looks like. It doesn't matter who's on said roster. All you know you can take it to the bank that they are going to make you really work for every point you're going to get.
Exactly, and if you want some bench time to fail to play defense, you'll find yourself over there eating popcorn and waving to everybody.
No joke.
On both coaches' sides.
Honestly, yeah,
both
that's
coaches.
the truth. Yeah. Coach Hughes, unfortunately, not wearing his jacket. I used to like to see how long it took him to take the jacket off. But another guy we're a fan of. But hey, Coach Hughes and the company coming in. This Northern team, again, trying to kind of find a little bit of balance. They're 6-8. They've got some good wins, but some tough losses as well. I'll be interested to see them out here on the floor, truthfully.
Yeah, and I really didn't get a chance to study the roster. I don't know the depth of experience on this team, and I don't know how many new people he's brought in. I like to know all that stuff. So I guess I better start doing my homework before I show up with you.
Jeez. Come on, man. So the Lights come in here under head coach Sean Hughes, Montana Tech on the other side under coach Adam Hyatt. And we are getting ready for this one to get underway. On the men's side, let's get the teams out here. Let's take a look at our starters here. Let me get to that handy-dandy screen on my machine here. Here is a look at the Northern starters. Excuse me. So our Northern starters, as we look at them here, as you're looking at Sink Macwell, will be playing the guard position. He wears number 3. Jack Reardon is a guard wearing number 5. Xavier Bally is a forward wearing number 20. Leon Sayers, the 4th, is a forward wearing number 32. And J.J. Thomas is wearing number 11. He's a forward. You'll also see him down in the block for the Lights out of MSU-Northern.
My relationship with Havre is that's where I always go to take Amtrak when I don't want to drive all the way to Wisconsin to see my son. And Coach Mowat takes care of my car while I'm gone.
What do you mean by takes care of your car? Does he put sugar in the gas tank or something? Or
I think he's wanted to a few times, but no, he does. He says, I'll watch your car for you, and so nobody steals it. I said, they steal in Havre?
So that's your starting lineup on the MSU Northern side, ladies and gentlemen. Let's swap things over and take a look at the Montana Tech men's side. Your Montana Tech men's starters here as we take a peek. Keely Bake at guard, Braden Cook at guard for Montana Tech, Hayden Decons, and Ifeanyi Okeke at forward, and down on the block you're going to be seeing Big Mike Ure down on the interior for Montana Tech here today.
Yeah, this is a good matchup for Montana Tech size-wise. Usually when they get up against a big, strong post player, they have some difficulties with that. That's not the case in today's matchup.
You know, you and I were talking about that, and obviously, you know, Cam Lawrence is a huge loss no matter what. He's a tremendous player. He's one of those guys that you could never ask anything more out of because he's always giving 110%. Like, his hustle meter is off the charts all the time. But the one thing that this team is missing with him out of the lineup for the remainder of the year is some kind of toughness, some scrappiness, and that's something he brought to the table. And that is kind of something that, you know, is kind of not showing on this team as of right now.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I love him as a player. He was strong, he was smart, and extremely athletic, and the bully on the court. And legally, this kid was tough. And And I agree with you 100%. That's the thing they're lacking right now, is that toughness. Because his toughness, a tough person motivates somebody else that isn't tough to become tougher. And I thought he brought that to the table for this basketball team.
Yeah, completely agree. And, he has a year of eligibility remaining. The talk is now, more than likely, we will see him next year, but you certainly, you never know. He's just had a tremendous career here at Montana Tech. And we certainly miss him on the courts and off the court, for goodness sake. Just a great young man.
No question about it. I don't know, can he graduate this year? Is there a chance he could leave? Is he a junior?
That part I don't know. As far as the schooling part, I don't know, to be completely honest.
Because he'll be completely ready to play again, so I expect him back. And did he lose the year because of that injury?
Yes, he still has a year, though, because I think he still has his COVID year. I think is how it works.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe he'd get a injury release from the NAIA to play an extra season.
I think he had played too many games, I think was the issue. So again, real quickly here's a look at your Montana Tech starting five. And Afanye Okeke will step into the
let's go to war.
The circle. He's across from J.J. Thomas. And we are ready to roll. Our TDS tip-off, ladies and gentlemen. And that one is controlled by Northern. So Northern will bring it into the offensive side. And we are underway. Bailey moves it around the arc left side as it goes out to Reardon. Reardon feeds it on the interior. Tried to feed it down to the block, and it's taken away Hayden Decons. Decons will get the steal. And we're back the other way.
Okeke with a nice left-handed layup.
So Okeke will roll it in. There's that one. And the Skylights back into the offensive zone. Skylights far left wing with it. Sayers the fourth. Sayers gets it back after handing it there to Thomas. Sayers drives down the right side of the paint, steps through, trying to find somewhere to go. Moves it all the way back up top. Bounce pass down in the interior. Jump shot is up and in for J.J. Thomas, the senior out of Florida. So Thomas knocks that one down. Montana Tech the other way. Tied up 2-2 here as this one gets rolling. Braden Cook around the arc, Okeke. Now that one goes out. Back into the hands, Keely Bake. Bake into the high posts to Okeke. He's gonna fire. Okeke with a three ball and he gets it. Okeke knocks down the three. Tech leading 5-2. Okeke under 20% from the arc, and he made that one look awfully easy.
He did.
Again, Tech leading 5-2. Northern into the offensive side. Far right wing, that's Sayers. Up top it goes to Maxwell, and Sayers didn't see that one coming. It's going to go over his head, out of play.
Good pressure defense the first 2 minutes here by Montana Tech.
Diggs leading 5-2 early on here. Montana Tech with it. Hayden Decons moves it out on the right side to Michael Ure. Ure fires the three, and Big Mike knocks it down.
Got to get out and guard him. He's really good at that.
He's a 41% three-point shooter. Mike Ure, Montana Tech leading 8-2. Xavier Bailey across midcourt, gets it off to Thomas. Thomas fakes the handoff, looking for somewhere to go. Spins it out to Sayers. Sayers drives the lane, shot blocked. Okeke. And back the other way we go. Hayden Decons leaves it off to Okeke. Nice body control. He goes with the right hand and puts it in. So Okeke will knock that one down. I almost knocked my computer down.
Yes, you did.
And the Digs go up 10-2 early in this one.
Their defense right now is causing all kinds of problems from Northern's offense.
Montana Tech leading 10-2. Thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision as Montana Tech up over the Lights here. Game 2 of our doubleheader. And as the team's back out on the floor here, Montana Tech jumped out to a great start here early.
Quick start.
See what we've got rolling here. So the Lights looking at full court pressure. The inbound pass comes into Owen Smith. Here comes John Reardon down the floor. Reardon, a senior out of Indiana. Three-point shot is up and in. Good-looking shot that time by McEnroe.
It's a good score coming off the timeout.
Tech leading 10-5. Keeley Bake into the offensive zone. Looking on the interior, goes to Michael Ure. Ure, right side, hands it off to Hayden Decons. Decons, little stutter step, spins, back to his left hand. Decons won't go. And skylights the other way. Northern into the offensive side, pulling up, shot goes up, hits the clock.
Not getting that up over Decon's.
New
Size difference and jumping ability. Great contest by Decons.
Okay, we'll look to bring it in here to Keeley Bake. Again, thanks for joining us as we just get things rolling here. Game 2 of our doubleheader. The Digs are back in action again on Saturday, 2 p.m., 4 p.m. Cross-court pass, Keeley Bake in the bottom right corner. Bake, step back, moves it up top to Michael Ure. Ure with the left hand, drives into the paint. Jump stop, fires his way to the rack, and he draws the foul.
Only used 2 dribbles and great protection, pulled it inside, got them off their feet. Nice job by Ure.
Michael Ure at the foul line, 65% from the free throw line this year.
He is so hard to defend because you get out on him and you're a post player, he's got a great first step.
Yeah, he really does.
And if you don't get out on him, he can shoot the 3.
Well, and he's got good footwork and good hands.
Yes.
You know, I mean, he can certainly drive and penetrate from the perimeter. Makes life real difficult. Big man out of Idaho. His second is good. It's 1 of 2. Diggs leading 11-5. OKK with 7 of Montana Tech's 11 right now. Michael Ure with the other 4. Northern. Pass goes up top. Back out to Barnwell. Barnwell moves it left side. McEnroe there. McEnroe through the paint. Steps. Kicks it all the way up to Barnwell. McEnroe. Now to Sayers. Sayers, double team coming. In trouble, taking away Michael Ure with the grip. Braden Cook. Cook puts it up off the glass. Count it in the foul.
The Russian gave him a 10. I'm telling you what, that is a tremendous shot.
What was that?
He was looking at the defender and put that up over his. What a great shot.
That was insane. Braden Cook, ladies and gentlemen. Looked like something you see in a game of horse. And Cook puts it up. He gets it to go on top of it, and he'll shoot 1. So Braden Cook, 75% from the foul line. Free throw attempt is money. 3-point play for Braden Cook. Cook averaging about 13 points a game, and that number just continues to go up as this season goes on.
He's the real deal.
Sewell into the offensive side, almost taken away from him, to Barnwell. Barnwell looking for a little help. Goes back to the left, now to the wing. Sewell to McEnroe, back to Sewell. He has an opening. He'll fire the 3 and he gets it.
Quick release.
Lionel Sewell, a junior out of Portland, knocked it down. Tech leading 14-8. Hayden Decons going right. Gets it out on the wing to Keeley Bake. Bake now to Cook. Cook fires from the foul line, no good. Ure tips it, Northern gets it. And Northern will outlet down the floor. Pass goes left side to Barnwell. Barnwell moves it back here near side. 5 minutes gone here in this ball game. Montana Tech leading 14-8. Backing it up, trying to find position to Sayers. Sayers turns and fires, no good.
Excellent post defense.
Yeah, Michael Ure was there and he got battered. Hayden Decons will step out of bounds. Good effort. Tried to keep his feet in bounds. So that will go to the Lights. Levi Torgerson will check in here for Montana Tech, as we're going to get a guard change as Josh Koulanges will come in. And also Rhett Reynolds will come in. So in the backcourt, Owen Smith. Smith across midcourt. Hayden Deacon's on him defensively. Pass goes up top to Sewell. Montana Tech leads by 6. They've led by as much as 9. Barnwell moves it out left side to Smith. Little shake and bake on the baseline. Up and in. Nice take that time by J.J. Thomas. He got the defender off his feet and then just got it up and in. 6 minutes gone here in this ball game. Montana Tech leading 14-10. Hayden Deacons as he goes to Coulanges, and it's going to be an offensive.
Yeah, he pushed him to the floor.
So Rhett Reynolds is going to be called with the offensive. And we have a timeout on the floor. 13:54 left to play here in the first half. Montana Tech leads by 4 with a timeout. We'll take one, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here to the campus of Montana Tech right after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
With the horn, we are back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech. The Digs leading 14-10 over the Lights of MSU-Northern. Frontier Conference action here on Digger Vision. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher. Montana Tech shooting 71% from the floor. Northern at 57% right now.
Yeah, Northern looked like it was going to get away from them early, and they've come back and scored on the ball pretty easily.
J.J. Thomas gets it off to Reardon. Reardon calling for help to the right side, goes that way to Barnwell. Barnwell. Back and row back to Barnwell. Step back, long range 3 is up and out, no good. Good defense that time by Coulanges for Montana Tech. Levi Torgerson's pass, tipped, and they're going to say it is Montana Tech basketball. Torgerson calling for the foul. Some quick action down the floor that time by Levi Torgerson.
Thing I like, we got 2 volatile coaches here. I love to watch them.
Torgerson eyed the 3 for a moment. Inside to Rhett Reynolds it goes. Rhett backs it out to Coulanges. Baseline take. Josh, wraparound, no. Rhett Reynolds knocked it out of bounds. And that is Northern basketball. Substitution, Michael Ure will come in. Also, Carson Peffer will see some minutes.
Peffer has played well so far this year.
That's where I was going to go. I thought he had a great game at Rocky, honestly.
He did, and he had a great one the game before that.
Yeah. So Northern trailing by 4. Into the offensive side they come. Owen Smith. Bounce pass to McEnroe. McEnroe switches to the left hand, pulls up and fires and gets it. Nice looking shot that time by Rafe McEnroe, the junior out of Honolulu. You just go to Anaconda and take a left.
Yeah, I've taken that road trip.
Nice pass inside to Michael Ure. Underneath, whistle and a foul. That's going to go on J.J. Thomas. Again, a little physical down in the block here.
Yeah, it has the appearance that these 2 teams don't like each other. I'm watching them on the floor. They're talking and
one could think that.
Doing the things you don't like players to do, because it takes their focus off the game a lot of times.
Michael Ure at the line here for Montana Tech. Free throw attempt number 1 is up and in. Ure has 5 points. He's 2 of 3 from the line. Guard change as Cook comes back in along with Keely Bake. And Torgi and Coulanges, which sounds like a great buddy cop film, I'm not going to lie. We'll go to the bench. 4-point lead for the Digs. Around the screen, Barnwell. Back to the left side, Smith. Smith, baseline take, shot off the glass and in. Nice take by John Reardon, rather.
They didn't get any rotation to stop that drive.
And they trim the lead to 2. OKK, bounce pass to Peffer. Peffer on the baseline, trying to find somewhere to go. Moves it all the way up top to Michael Ure. Triple team, Mike fires from the right elbow, no good.
Difficult shot over people.
And Northern, Reardon, going to take it all the way to the rack, and we're going to get a whistle and a foul. So Reardon a chance to tie it up. Montana Tech led by 9 quick, and Northern has got their balance and are really kind of getting back into their zone here right now.
Yeah, and I'm impressed how hard they're taking the ball to the hoop and taking it at the bigs.
Coach Hyatt looks like he is going to call a timeout. 16-14, Montana Tech leads by 2 with 12 minutes left to play here in this ball game. It looks like it's a short timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it here as we make our way through a Thursday evening. Hey, once again, remember, coming your way on Saturday, Montana Tech will be hosting Carroll College on Saturday. The women will play at 2, the men will follow at 4. And of course, we'll have those for you here on Digger Vision coming up on Saturday. I assume we're probably doing pork chops before, is that?
I can bring us pork chops.
I like that call.
Okay, I'll do it. All right.
Diggs lead by 2, 16-14.
I'm always buying you dinner.
As we come out on the floor after the timeout, at the line is going to be John Reardon. Reardon, a 6'3" senior out of Indiana.
Well, he's a basketball player if he's from Indiana.
And Reardon will get the first one down. Get ready for number 2. Trying to tie us up at 16. Again, Montana Tech led by 9 early in this one. And the Lights have done a nice job just chipping away and pulling themselves right back into it. Second doesn't go. Montana Tech grabs the rebound, digs the other way. Keely Bake across midcourt. Near side it comes to Cook. Braden Cook to OKK in the high post. Inside it goes to Michael Ure. Ure goes to his right shoulder into the double team, whistle and a foul.
Yeah, I think he got fouled about 3 times on that play.
McEnroe will be called with the personal. We'll try and keep you updated on the other games. Carroll is at Western and Providence hosting Rocky. Right now, Carroll up early over Western and Providence leading Rocky early. Montana Tech.
Back in the lead here. Utah.
As we get back here once again, three-point shot is up and in for Maxwell. Thanks, Chris. My cameraman unplugged everything. Driving Michael Ure. Ure shot no good. Defensive rebound brought in by Maxwell. Diggs leading 27-18. Northern drives the baseline. Double team wraparound pass. Three-point shot comes up short. And on the rebound, we've got a scrum underneath. Leon Sayer is going to be called with a foul as he grabbed Michael Ure by the arm. And
yeah, well, if you're honed in on post play, these two are beating each other up tonight.
Big time. 9-point lead for Montana Tech. And the Digs looking to bring it in here. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision as we make our way through the evening. Michael Ure to Kulonges. Josh moves it across. Torgerson now to Michael Ure. Michael Ure leading scorer for Tech with 10. Torgie's going to fire. That one won't go. Goes right into the hands of Kulonges. Out to Peffer. Peffer lost that second step. Josh now with it. Nice job cutting through traffic. Kulonges takes it to the rack and gets it. Boy, that was a great move through the double team.
Great body control.
Quickness. I wonder what it's like being quick.
I wouldn't know.
I wouldn't either. Driving through the middle. Bailey attacks, draws the foul. So Bailey draws the whistle here.
It's on your, isn't it?
Yep.
See anything? Yeah, there it is. It's just his first. He didn't want to get in foul trouble.
So Mike will pick up his first personal. And Bailey at the line. Knocks down his first. Xavier Bailey, a senior out of Renton, Washington. Peffer will go out. Okeke is back in. 10-point lead for the Digs. Skylights had pulled within one. And really, it felt like they had all the momentum at that point as well. Second is no good. Coulon just grabs the rebound, moves it across to Torgerson.
It's amazing how good defense will change all that.
Aiden Decons back to the right side, and he takes out Coach.
Yeah, I think he literally took him out.
Coach Hughes, a little surprised by that one.
Yeah.
And boy, that was a good indicator. His hands aren't what they used to be. I mean, he wasn't even close to saving himself that time. 10-point lead for the Digs. Inside it goes to Bailey, now back up top. Head fake there, drive by Sayers. Sayers with the left hand, no good. Okeke grabbed the rebound. It goes out of bounds off of Northern. That will be Montana Tech basketball. Somehow Okeke danced around that thing. Looked like a ballerina not touching that basketball, and Montana Tech gets possession. Coulon just across midcourt. Cross to Okeke. Backdoor cut. Hayden Decons deposits it home.
Great cut, great pass.
12-point lead for Montana Tech. Around the arc here on the near side, Maxwell. He gets it off to Sewell. Sewell going left to McEnroe. Ball fake out on that far left wing. Pass comes near side to Bailey. Bailey attacks. Shot blocked. Hayden Decons. Great athleticism once again by Hayden Decons. A 12-point lead for Tech. And we have a timeout on the floor. Looks like a full timeout, so ladies and gentlemen, we'll take one as well. The Digs up by a dozen. We're back after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
31-19, Montana Tech with the lead. 6:31 left to play here in this first half of basketball. As teams back out on the floor here. As we get up to halftime, we'll give you an update on the other scores. Lights looking to lob it in. They do so. Right side, Sayers. Sayers moves it out to Maxwell. Maxwell fires at the horn. It does hit iron. Montana Tech out the other way. OKK back to Torgerson. Torgerson to Coulanges. Coulanges back to coach for the call. Around a screen, left side. He's going to fire from the elbow. Won't get it. Northern. McEnroe eyed the passing lanes and instead drops it back to Sewell. McEnroe looking left. Goes that way. Montana Tech leads by a dozen. Maxwell and McEnroe both have 5 for Northern. In traffic, turnaround jumper is up and in for Maxwell. So Maxwell with 7 points, and Tech's lead is 10. Across the timeline, OKK controlling, looking to his left, passes that way. Levi Torgerson eyed the 3 for a moment, comes up top, pass stolen. With the steal, Maxwell. Maxwell goes up. Good defense down the floor with Montana Tech. And the Digs will move in transition. Torgerson will now fire. The southpaw won't go. Tipped out, Montana Tech will get it. Hayden Decons grabs the rebound. And it goes to Reynolds. Reynolds to OKK. OKK's shot won't go. No foul. Northern back the other way. 10-point lead for the Digs. Maxwell into the key. Sewell, bottom right corner. Under 5 minutes left to play here in the first half. 3-point shot is up and out. Decons with another rebound. That's his 5th of the game. Decons double team to the wing. Up top, OKK. Back to Decons. Baseline. And they're going to say he went out of bounds. So that turnover will go to Northern. Turnover number 5 for Montana Tech here in the ball game.
Yeah, Tech had transition numbers that time, couldn't convert.
10-point lead for the Digs. Brett Reynolds will check out. Michael Ure is back in. And Leonel Sewell down the floor, junior, again out of Portland, Oregon. Right side to Sayers. Sayers out to Maxwell. Little pick and roll. Sayers spins to his left. Good defense by Michael Ure. Baseline. That side of the floor screaming for a travel. And the Digs get the turnover. OKK. He's going to take it right to the rim. Shot no. Rebound out of bounds. That's going to be Montana Tech basketball.
One of the great things Montana Tech does defensively is they stay on the floor. They don't take head fakes, and it really makes their defense so much better. They are great at it.
4:02 left to play here in this first half. Montana Tech spreading it out, trying to get in here. Pass comes into Michael Ure. Tech shooting 48% from the floor right now. Sky hook is up, no good. Michael Ure is 2 of 5 from the floor today. He has 10 points, leading scorer on the floor. Northern, Sewell, moves it here on the near side to Smith. 3-point shot is up and in. Big time shot by Rafe McEnroe. McEnroe has 8 points on the day. That's his 2nd deep ball here today. OKK stops, moves it out on the right side. Peffer into the triple team, puts it up off balance. Michael gets a huge rebound. Mike Ure on the baseline, fouled. That's a whistle that I thought was going to come about, felt like about 9 punches before it did. Holy moly.
It is real physical down on that block.
Substitutions, Keely Bake is back in for the Digs. Also Braden Cook will check in. Montana Tech leads by 7. They've been up by as much as 12. Keely Bake to Cook. Cook's going to fire the 3, and Cook gets another one. Braden Cook, 6 points. Oh, and a turnover on the baseline.
Mental error. He dropped the ball while he was taking it out into play and picked it right back up.
Ooh. So Montana Tech will get possession here, as they'll look to bring it in their offensive zone. Tipped out, Keeley Bake, top of the horn. His defender goes down. Offensive, illegal screen on OKK.
Got to be careful, don't want to get teed up. Officials really aren't conversationalists. I learned that.
You know, no, it doesn't feel like that's the case.
They're not user-friendly.
Northern into the offensive side, as they'll bring it across, bounce pass. That's Reardon out there. This has just been an absolute masterclass in defense on both sides. Reardon around a screen, drives into the paint, leans into the defender, goes baseline. Pump fake once, shot blocked, Michael Ure, but Northern keeps hold of it. Floater at the horn, won't go. Boy, that was a heads-up play by Reardon to realize where the shot clock still was. And as Keeley Bate comes into the offensive zone, he will be fouled.
Going to shoot a one-on-one here.
Again, I go back to that play to Reardon. I thought that was phenomenally intelligent by Reardon to get that and to know exactly where the shot clock was. So Keeley Bake will go to the foul line. Keeley, 78% from the foul line. I believe Grandma Keeley I think it's her birthday. Is it? I think it's her birthday today.
I'll have to find out if she's an Aquarian. I don't know if she falls in the right date. Mine's in shortly here.
Oh, I know. You've got 15 days.
15 days.
But I do believe Grandma Keeley, happy birthday, Grandma. If not, celebrate anyway.
Absolutely.
9-point lead for the Digs, 33-24. It's kind of been hovering around that 7 to 9 point area here for a while. Lights with it. Hand off to Barnwell. Pick and roll. They get it into Thomas. Thomas to the wing. 3-point shot. Reardon. No good. Tipped. OKK. Hauled in. Michael Ure. Into the offensive side. Keeley Bake puts on the brakes. Michael Ure fires. No. Long rebound hauled in by Maxwell. Or actually, that's J.J. Thomas. My apologies. Thomas. Incredibly athletic to pull that one down. 1:50 left to play here in the first half. Stepping through the double team, shot blocked. Goes out on the right side to Smith. Smith to Barnwell. Barnwell puts it up off balance. Michael Ure, another rebound. That's rebound number 7 for Big Mike.
Great contest by Tech. A lot of those off-balance shots are just prayers.
Montana Tech out near midcourt with it. Cook to Ure. Ure out to Keeley Bake. Bake, nice no-look pass inside to OKK, and OKK converts and gets the foul.
I have come to claim that Keeley Bake is the smartest man on earth on the basketball court.
On earth.
On earth.
On earth, okay. It stands.
He is such a great player.
Yeah. Does he get like a plaque or anything for that?
I'll get him a plaque.
All right.
Smartest person in the gymnasium, I know that.
No, you said on earth.
Okay, in a gymnasium on earth.
OKK at the foul line. OKK 69% from the free throw line. And he knocks that one down. He had 19 earlier this year against Maine Fort Kent. That is his high water mark this year and as an Oredigger.
Carroll lost 2 great ones when they transferred over here.
Yep. 12-point lead for the Digs. A whole lot to be said about where you feel comfortable, where you fit in, and where you play your ball. Reardon, shot partially blocked OKK. Everybody kind of paused thinking we might get a whistle there. Decons out to Cook. Cook has a lane. Braden Cook takes it to the rack. 7 points on the day for Braden. Tech out by 14, matching their biggest lead of the night. Sewell puts it high off the glass, no good. Kind of an awkward bounce. Decons attacks, gets it, and the foul. Hayden Decons rolls it in.
Fearless, no fear. When you go to the hoop like that and you are helpless in the air and you hit the floor like that, that's tough guy.
Yeah. Just an absolute machine. Hayden Decons at the line. He has 4 points thus far, shooting his first free throw of the day. Southpaw free throw attempt, no good. It's JT's fault. Sayers gets the rebound.
That's what I used to coach, missed free throws.
And you coached it for a long time.
I did.
Thomas, top of the horn, near side to Sewell. Around the arc, left side, it goes to Reardon. Sayers, double team. We're going to get a whistle.
He brought him up. He was pushing.
16-point lead for the Digs. Substitution coming in here. Connor Mashad will get his first minutes for Montana Tech. OKK picks up personal number 2. You know, we talked about it throughout the entirety of the preseason, but I've been really impressed by Connor Mashad this year as well.
He has done a great job.
You know, last year played in a handful of games in his redshirt year. This year as a freshman has just, I thought he has just been a fantastic player for the Digs. Driving, whistle, and a foul. We're going to get a whistle up top. Watching the players converse with the officials is rather interesting at times.
Interesting and a waste of time.
Northern looking to bring it in. They do so. Turns, fires at the horn as Reardon. It won't go. Montana Tech leads by 16. We have one half in the books. The Digs up over the Lights here on Digger Vision. Hey, thanks for joining us as we make our way through a Thursday evening. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll give you the numbers and more, ladies and gentlemen. That is coming up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Christopher Stanger, and my specialty is adult hip and knee reconstructive surgery. I chose this specialty because it helps patients achieve their maximum functioning potential here in Butte, Montana. I like to ask the patient how their problem is impacting them, what their desires are, so that they can return back to their levels of activity. I can help patients achieve their maximum functioning potentials and, in turn, help them with their pain.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Welcome back here once again to the campus of Montana Tech. We're here on Digger Vision. The Digs up 40-24 after one half of play. JT, give us your thoughts on the opening 20, my friend.
This is a clinic on defense. They are Northern, first of all, is handicapped down on the block. They just don't have that post presence, and it makes such a big difference at the collegiate level. But Montana Tech has just done a great job of stopping the ball, getting into lanes, and attacking the basket offensively, and then defensively. They're not giving Northern good looks. Basically, every shot I've watched seemed like a forced shot, and their defense has really taken this game over.
On the other side, Montana Tech, it was interesting to watch. It felt like they had the offense rolling right out of the gate. Northern adjusted and really shut them down there for a while, but as the half continued, it felt like Montana Tech got more and more comfortable in the offensive zone.
Absolutely, no question about it. Montana Tech is just so well versed in the art of defense. Again, if you don't have a strong post presence at the collegiate level, if you look at the NCAA teams when they play, you got all these teams with great guards and great wings, but the teams that always are in the mix to win the national championship have a one or two solid post players that can make things happen. Northern does not have that.
Well, let's take a look at the numbers, shall we? We'll start things off for the Lights out of MSU-Northern. Their leading scorer right now is McEnroe. McEnroe is having himself a good first half. This junior out of Honolulu is 3 of 4 from the floor. He has 2 3-pointers, 8 points on the day for McEnroe. Maxwell with 7 points right now. He's 3 of 5 from the floor. Thomas with 4 points. Sewell has 3. And you have Bailey and Reardon each with 1 on the day for the Lights out of MSU-Northern. Northern shooting 31% from the floor, 40% from the three-point line, and they finished with 14 total rebounds in the first half. That number was 10 lower than Montana Tech put up in that opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, Tech's controlling the boards, and not only that, anytime you can hold a collegiate team to 24 points at halftime, that is an outstanding effort defensively, and their basket protection has been unbelievable. I don't know how many blocks they got. Okiki's got 3 or 4 himself. Deacons has several. So they are really not letting them get to the bucket. And the three-point line is not going to do it for Northern.
As I mentioned, Montana Tech, 10 more rebounds. They have 24 total rebounds due to the Orediggers. 6 of those offensive. They have 9 second chance points, where the Lights, rather, I should say, have 0 second chance points as 3 offensive rebounds in that first 20 minutes of play.
What do you got for turnovers?
Turnover, Northern has 7, Montana Tech with 6.
So that's equal.
Yeah, not bad.
It's coming down to rebounding.
Individually for Montana Tech, they are led by Ifeanyi Okeke. He has a dozen right now. Okeke 5 of 7 from the floor, 1 of 1 from downtown, 2 rebounds, a pair of assists, and a pair of fouls as well for Okeke as of right now. Michael Yor is in double digits. He has 10 points. He's 2 of 6 from the floor, 7 rebounds for Big Mike as of right now as well. Braden Cook with 7 points. Hayden Decons with 4. Keely Bake with 3. Josh Kulonges has 2. And Carson Pepper, 2 points on the day for Montana Tech.
Yeah, that's a good group of scoring. How many players is that? 8, 9?
What are we looking at here? 4, 8. 8 to score for Montana Tech.
Put the ball through the hoop.
Montana Tech as a team shot 50% from the floor and 50% from the three-point line. They were 15 of 30 from the floor, 3 of 6 from downtown, and 7 of 10 from the free throw line. You're going to be real happy with those numbers after 20 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. Anytime you shoot 50% from anywhere except the free throw line, you're having a great night.
We are at the half. Montana Tech leading 40-24 over the Lights of MSU-Northern. Again, a quick reminder, don't forget, coming your way on Saturday, Montana Tech hosting Carroll College, as that one is, I should say, a pair of games, as a doubleheader on Saturday. The women will play at 2. The men will follow at 4 o'clock as Montana Tech hosting Carroll College, and you'll be able to watch that here on Digger Vision coming your way this Saturday. The Orediggers lead by 16. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back, get you ready for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. That's coming up. 40-24 our score at the half. Montana Tech leading the Lights of MSU-Northern here on Digger Vision. Paul Panisco, John Thatcher here on a Thursday evening as the Frontier Conference continues to roll along. Let's get your other scores here. At the half, Western leads Carroll by a point.
Okay.
That feels awfully familiar. And Providence is up by a dozen over Rocky, 46-34, just a couple minutes into the second half.
I'm going to tell you what, that's a magnificent job that Providence's coaches did. All of his players left the program. He recruited 12 or 15 totally different players, and they're playing excellent.
Yeah, they're playing good ball.
Yes.
Yeah, so again, Western leading by 1 over Carroll at the half, and Providence leading Rocky by 12 as that second half gets underway. Okay?
That score doesn't surprise me as much as the Western game does, because Western has an outstanding basketball team, and I don't know whether they got some problems going on or what, but they're losing to Carroll, who's really young.
Up by 1.
And lost, yeah. But Western is losing.
No, Western's up by 1.
Oh, Western's up by 1.
Western's up by 1.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought you said
at the
Carroll.
half.
I apologize.
No, you're good.
But Carroll's really young basketball team, and of course they had some great players leave to go to other programs. 2 of them happen to be here, so he's recruited young, and he's looking forward to next year, the year after, and the year after that.
Yeah, certainly a lot of change with coach leaving, new coach coming in, new system, everything. So we'll see how that one shakes out as the year goes, and of course we'll see Carroll here coming up on Saturday. As we get to the end of the preseason, if you will, whatever you want to call it, Rocky is 12-2 on the year. Montana Tech also 12-2 on the year. Western is 10-5. From there, you have Providence at 7-7, Northern 6-8, and Carroll 5-9 overall. One game into the Frontier, you have Rocky and Western are 1-0. Providence also 1-0. Northern, Carroll, and Tech all 0-1 coming into today. So we'll see what kind of juggling, if you will, happens after the end of today, and then of course by the time we get to Sunday morning.
Well, obviously Rocky's got a great team because they beat Tech at home, but they're getting beat up a little bit here tonight.
Yes.
So it's again, the Frontier Conference. You never know on a given night. You never know.
Yeah, there's so many things to get into there, but then we'll see just kind of how it shakes out. It still feels like Rocky is still kind of built like if they're on fire, boy, they can put up a whole lot of points. But if they're not hitting, they just have those stretches where they go cold.
Yeah, and he's brought in a couple good recruits that are outstanding basketball players.
Yes, indeed. 16-point lead here for the Digs as we get ready for the second half, JT. Let's take a look here. Northern just coming out on the floor right now. Give us your take on Northern. What's important for them to get started here in the first 5 minutes of this second half?
They got to figure it out, and I'm just going to resource myself back to what I believe in. If you don't have a solid post game, you're going to have a difficult time getting shots off the perimeter. Tech is playing the perimeter very strong. And then Okiki is actually a monster at protecting the rim, as is Jure. They don't have a matchup for those two guys, and so it makes it really difficult. Northern's going to have to show a lot more patience offensively and figure out where their best areas of the floor are to score.
On the other side, Montana Tech, what do you think is important for them here to get the second half?
I think it's important they come out ready to play the second half because they can get this thing over in the first 5 minutes if they can stretch this lead. Defensively, I don't even question anything they do. They're just that good at it. Offensively, they're shooting 50%. Right now, they're not. I don't know how many adjustments. I don't see any adjustments they really have to make in their game. Just continue to play like they've been playing. I like that they're getting the ball out and getting transition points, and Northern's got to stop that.
So we have 20 minutes on the clock. We're ready to roll here in the second half. Again, thanks for joining us here on Digger Vision. As a Montana Tech will inbound. OKK will bring it in. As in the backcourt, Keeley Bake. Also out there, Hayden Decons, Michael Ure, and Braden Cook. Near side, Cook has it. Cook feeds it up top to Ure. Ure Bounce pass down to OKK. Double team coming. Moves out to Cook. Braden Cook fires. That one comes up short. Saved by Keely Bake. No, he stepped out as he slammed into the boards.
Do you know why that came up short? He touched his elbow on the shot. That's an old basketball trick. Just touch the elbow. Because he went like this right away to the ref, and he was correct. I watched him touch the elbow.
Northern.
Whatever you can do without getting caught.
J.J. Thomas. Near side, it goes to Sayers. Sayers, three-point shot is on the way. It won't go for Maxwell. And Montana Tech will quickly clear and bring it the other way. Decons switch to the left hand. Decons through the paint to OKK. OKK gets trapped underneath the basket, moves it into the corner to Michael Yor. Yor in traffic, spins to his right, forces it up and gets it. Michael Yor has a dozen.
He has been a presence on the block tonight.
Yor and OKK each have 12. And the Lights trailing Montana Tech 42-24. Left side, three-point shot. Reardon knocks it in. So John Reardon puts that one down. Digs back the other way. Keely Bake through center circle. Keely going to his left. Back here on the near side. He eyed the three for a minute. Goes into Yor in the high post. Yor will turn and fire, and he gets it. Michael Yor has 14. Stoppage for a moment as we get a shoe tied. 18:25 left to play here in the ball game. That's why I go with the Velcro variety instead of those silly laces.
I hate Velcro.
Bailey across midcourt. Bailey drifting left. Up top it goes to Sayers. Sayers wrap around pass to Reardon. Reardon out of Sayers. Four wide here for Northern. One guy in the high posts. Maxwell fighting his way to the rack. Puts it up. Comes up short. OKK was there defensively. Great job in his defense on Bailey. OKK running the floor. Shot blocked.
Great block.
Bailey the other way. To the arc. Three-point shot. No good. That one's going to go out of bounds, and that will be Montana Tech basketball.
Yeah, once again, there's no activity at ball entry down on the block, and they're just shooting threes.
Northern looks kind of flat in the offensive zone across the board right now. We'll see if they can get some life moving here. Decons, OKK. Now out to Bake. Michael Yor eyed the three. He'll drive into the high post. Pull-up jumper, partially tipped. Decon saves it. And Cook had it for a moment. Now he'll grab it. OKK tracks it down. Shot clock is at 2. Keely Bake from 40. That one hits the iron, bounces out. Northern the other way. Montana Tech was deep in the play clock. Drifting out to the right side is Reardon. Reardon moves it back out to Bailey. Inside it goes, wide open. Out to the edge, Sayers. Sayers going to pop the three, won't go. It felt like they've had some point-blank shots that they have passed on here.
Well, the three is not working for them tonight.
Montana Tech, Hayden Decons. Decons attacks, pass is tipped. OKK slams it home. Ifanye slams that one down. Montana Tech up 46-27. So Montana Tech with their biggest lead of the night at 19. Northern down the left side. Pass moves up top. Little head fake there by Sayers. He'll drive, and a whistle and a foul. That's going to go on OKK. So OKK will pick up the personal. That is his third. Northern inbound comes to Thomas. J.J. Thomas hands it off to Reardon. Reardon out to Sayers. Good ball fake. In the corner it goes. Three-point shot is up and good. Big-time shot by Maxwell.
They showed a lot of patience on that.
4 minutes gone here in the second half. Montana Tech leads by 16. Braden Cook to OKK. Down to Hayden Decons. Decons spins to his left. Great take. Decons gets the basket and the foul. 6 points for Hayden. He'll go to the line and shoot one.
He is so good on that spin move. Impossible to defend if you don't get some help.
An 18-point lead for the Digs. Deacon's at the line, shooting one. We get a score update on the other games here. Providence leading by 1 over Rocky with about 13 minutes left to play. And Carroll Western just getting started in the second half. 19-point lead for the Digs, matching their biggest lead of the night. They'll move it around the arc right side. Sayers to Reardon. And he'll get fouled. Keely Bake got him in the grill.
Literally. Got to go have his jaw x-rayed. Hit him hard. It wasn't intentional.
4.5 minutes gone here in the second half. Montana Tech by 19. Lights with it on the offensive side. Reardon spins to her right. Reardon through the double team, puts it high off the glass. It rolls in.
Good strong take. Good defense that time, but you just got it there.
Keely Bake, Braden Cook. Bake into the high post, through the double team. Scoop shot to the rack, won't go. Good effort that time. They sagged off him. Running the lane, that one's blasted out of bounds. Actually, they're going to say you didn't hit it. It's going to be Montana Tech basketball.
I'll tell you, that's outstanding basket protection by Michael Ure, whether he slapped it off him or whether the other guy just lost control, but that is tremendous defense.
You know, you brought it up earlier again, that the fact that they stay on their feet, and that time he stayed on his feet in the paint, and then the only time he went in the air was when they were behind the basket. Just a heads-up play by Big Mike. Tech the other way. Levi Torgerson, near side, Coulanges. Back up top. Little head fake. Out to Torgy. Torgy on the inside. That's knocked away from Deacons. Good defense by McEnroe.
Coach brought up one of my great philosophies. Catch the ball with two hands, and that's just what he hollered at him. Two hands.
17-point lead for Montana Tech. Again, remember, Montana Tech hosting Carroll College on Saturday. The women will play at 2. The men will follow at 4 o'clock. We'll have those for you here on Digger Vision. Make sure to join us for those, or better yet, get your tickets. Come join us in the gym. Ure looking to back it up. Spins to his right side, steps through the defender, puts it up and in. Michael Ure, he has 16. So Michael Ure was 16. Of course, this Northern team, kind of long memories. Remember, Mike went 8 of 9 from the three-point line to put up 35 points against Northern last year. And a big-time shot on the far side by Reardon.
Reardon is a nice player.
Reardon right now, 6 points. That's his 9 points for Reardon. Michael Ure attempts the deep three. Down the floor they go. Sayers to the right hand. That one's knocked out of bounds by Deacons.
Once again, you see Ure plant himself on the floor. He didn't take the head fake.
And we have a timeout on the floor. Montana Tech leading 51-35 over the Lights of MSU-Northern. 13:40 left to play in the ball game. With a timeout, we'll take one. We're back here to the Hyper, ladies and gentlemen, after this. 13:40 left to play here in the ball game. After the timeout, Diggs come out on the floor. Northern will inbound here, as Owen Smith will look to bring it in. Lob pass all the way out to Maxwell. Maxwell looks to coach. Good defensive pressure, trying to make a move with McEnroe. McEnroe to the baseline. Shot hits the side of the backboard. Torgerson the other way. OKK deflected it as well. Tremendous defense by Montana Tech again. Peffer. Torgerson. Torgerson back here to Peffer. Spins to his right side. Into the paint he goes. Down to Michael Ure in the corner. Mike. Up to Peffer. Carson Peffer for three. Won't go. Long rebound controlled by OKK. And they'll get a fresh shot clock and readjust. Driving. Josh Coulanges to the rack.
Great step.
4 points on the day for Josh. Tech leading by 18. Nice pass down underneath the basket and able to convert that one. Nice job by Maxwell.
I thought Northern's had that same play half a dozen times. That's the first time they've entered the ball down there.
16-point lead for the Digs. To the right elbow, Peffer moves it out on the left side. Coach Hyatt calling for them to move the ball. Up top, Michael Ure into the double team. Mike gets it off the glass, count it, and the foul for Michael Ure.
Great head fake.
18-point lead for Montana Tech. Michael Ure has 18 points himself. He's 6 of 12 from the floor. He has 8 rebounds. And he's going to go to the line.
He has grown so much since his first year here.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, in a big way.
Yep.
So Mike, free throw attempt is up and out. Rebound Northern. Down the floor. Into the offensive side. Northern controlling. That's Owen Smith up top. Pass across to Maxwell. Maxwell, a little shake and bake. Fires from the foul line and gets it. So Maxwell knocks down the jumper. Tech leading by 16. Levi Torgerson stops, pulls out to the wing. Josh Coulanges has a lane. Shot blocked. And Northern the other way.
Did a finger roll. That's easy to block. You got somebody and they contested it.
Northern trying to find something. That's Reardon. Around the arc, right side to Maxwell. Back to Reardon. 9 minutes gone here in this second half. Pick and roll. Into the double team. To the wing. 3-point shot is out. No good. A rebound by Montana Tech. Northern is 7 of 17 from the 3-point line. Peffer spins baseline. Goes up. He gets it. And the foul. Strong take by Peffer. He was getting abused under the basket.
Peffer is a powerful player.
Carson Peffer, the sophomore.
Great explosion from the floor.
Montana Tech leading 57-39. And Carson Peffer will go to the line shooting one. Peffer, 92% from the foul line.
I'll take it.
So Peffer shooting one, chance at that 3-point play. And that one rattles out. Northern on the rebound, back the other way. Again, Montana Tech really controlling the boards here. They've out-rebounded Northern by 13. Long-range three won't go. Montana Tech with a rebound. Rhett Reynolds brings it in. Keely Bate, 3 points, no. Reynolds fights for it, gets it to OKK, and OKK hammers it home.
Talk about basketball awareness. Great pass from Reynolds.
Great hustle by Rhett Reynolds, and Montana Tech goes up by 20. Northern CUL controls, bounce pass down to the bottom right corner. Long range three is up and in for McEnroe. McEnroe, 11 points on the day. Montana Tech leading 59-42. Ely Bake drifting left. Bake now up top to Cook. Braden Cook, front of the rim, no good. Feels like the first shot for Cook in a long time. Coast to coast the other way, Reardon no good. OKK with a rebound. Rebound number 7 on the day for Afanye. Rhett Reynolds underneath, Carson Pepper, easy money.
Team basketball at its finest right there. 3 passes, quick buck.
And down the other way, Northern is going to call a timeout. 9:31 left to play here in the ball game. Montana Tech leading 61-42. We'll take a break. We're back after this.
Even when you have to weather the storm, even when the unexpected happens, even when the local environment slows things down, we will get you what you need when you need it. We are committed to getting you back in the seat, back to work, back to what matters. At Torgerson's Equipment, we know what matters most: community, family, working every day to make your day more productive.
Back here after the timeout, Montana Tech leading 61-42. 9:31 left to play here. Let's get you some other scores in basketball here. Western leading Carroll 50-42 with 12 minutes left in that game. And Rocky up by 1 over Providence 63-62 with about 6 minutes left to play.
That's what great teams do. They were down pretty good at halftime, weren't they?
I think so.
A dozen or 10.
Yeah, I think it was right around there. It was 8-10. Northern. Pull-up jumper from 10. That one short by Maxwell. Rebound by Reynolds. Keely Bake. Through traffic, goes to OKK. He's going to attack. Moves it out to Cook. It's knocked out of bounds. Tech basketball. Braden Cook, the intended target that time. OKK gets it out to Keely Bake. Keely, the senior out of Fairfield, picks up his dribble to OKK, lobs it into Reynolds. We're going to get a hold call?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Had his arm around his waist.
19-point lead for the Digs. Personal foul is charged to Sayers. That's his second. Braden Cook pulls up. Shot no good. Out of bounds. Tech basketball. McEnroe with the hard dribble on the baseline. Hits the baseline. And Tech will keep it in their offensive zone. Braden Cook wide left to Keely Bake. 3 ball. Good. Keely Bake, 6 points. He's 2 of 4 from downtown. And Northern back the other way. Lights into the offensive zone. Pass goes left wing. Deep 3 is on its way and good. Nice looking shot by Mendez. Anthony Mendez, a senior out of Merced, California. Bake across the timeline. 4 wide for the Digs. Now Cutters through the paint. Peffer picks up his dribble to Keely Bake. Bake cuts through the double team. Nice pass to Reynolds. Reynolds converts. Great pass. Good finish by Rhett Reynolds.
Smartest guard in the conference, period.
21-point lead for the Digs. Northern into the offensive side. Montana Tech has not let up defensively today at all. Maxwell in the corner. Driving through the paint, shot partially tipped. Did Reynolds get a piece of it?
I thought he did.
Yep, Reynolds with the block. Montana Tech the other way. OKK moves it up top. Bounce pass goes into Reynolds. Reynolds fighting his way to the rack. Off the glass, Reynolds puts it down.
Got an ankle, I believe.
Yeah, it looks that way.
Yep.
On the ground, Leon Sayers holding his ankle. He gets up, not wanting to get any help going to the bench, but he is able to walk his way that way, so hopefully he'll be all right.
He's done a nice job here tonight.
Yeah, he has battled hard. Rafe McEnroe, 11 points on the day. He's 3 of 4 from downtown. Pair of rebounds. Tech leading 68-45. They'll move it around the arc right side.
Wow.
Deep shot by Mendez.
I guess.
20-point lead for Montana Tech. Tech into the offensive side. They'll play catch here for a few. Hayden Decons moves it left to Cook. Double team. Nice entry inside. Back out to Cook. Top of the key. OKK. Keely Bake gets it. Keely Bake is 3 of 4.
How's that for ball movement? That was fantastic.
Bake has 9 points. And Northern into the offensive side. 4 wide, 1 of the high posts. Mendez, who you have to start putting a body on when he comes through Whitehall. Turning, firing, getting that one is Pula. Oscar Pula, the redshirt sophomore out of Chinook. 21-point advantage here for the Digs. Braden Cook drives, Cook, floater, whistle, and a foul. So that will put Braden at the line.
Braden happens to be a high IQ player also.
Boy, that he is. That he is. And in all of his kind of facets he brings to the game, I think the one that gets overlooked is how good defensively he is.
He is good defensively. Well, I think everybody on this team is all the way down the bench. They
You have to be.
They are well versed. And it is so hard to teach a player to stay on the floor because you can still get up and reject the shot if he leaves the floor before you do, and they are really disciplined that way. That is a hard thing to coach.
You know, I think that's a tremendous point, because the idea that, especially if it's a point that really hasn't been coached to them before, so you come onto campus as a 19-year-old,
Yes.
you know, you've played, since you're 5, and that's never been an issue. Now all of a sudden you have to stay on the floor. Trying to change your instincts has to be incredibly hard.
That's why it's called inexperience and being a freshman. But if you want to play, learn it in a hurry.
Providence leading Rocky 64-63 with 4 minutes left to play. And Western up over Carroll by 5, 55-50 with 8:17 left to play. Okay. And again, don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, coming your way on Saturday, Montana Tech will be hosting Carroll College. Women will play at 2, the men will follow at 4, and we'll have that for you here on Digger Vision. So join us for that on Saturday. Back out to the foul line, Braden Cook. 75% from the foul line, which I feel like that's wrong and it's short somehow.
Well, that one wasn't. But that's true.
Cook puts the first one down. 8 points on the day for Braden. Again, he comes in averaging 12.5. Second leading scorer on this Orediggers team.
I love watching him play in high school. He totally dominated the high school game.
Completely. It looked like the game was so slow for him. Like he just ran rings around people. 23-point advantage for Montana Tech. Northern in the offensive side. Pass up top. As losing that one for a moment was Mendez. To Maxwell. Maxwell drives. Jumper is no good. Connor Machad with a rebound. Now to Keely Bake it goes. Bake into the offensive zone. Bake hands it off Boulangis moves it left side to Mike. Michael Ure into the paint. He'll fire. High arc. Won't go. And Northern will grab it, and back the other way they go. 5:25 left to play. Maxwell into the paint. Pull-up jumper is good. Nice looking shot by Maxwell. 14 points for Maxwell on the day. He's shooting 500 from the floor. He's 7 of 14. Montana Tech. Boulangis to Ure. Now to Bake. Boy, Keeley had a little opening there for a moment. Moves it across to Mashad. Now into Michael Ure. Ure spins to his left hand. Now double teamed, trying to find somewhere to go. Keeley Bake on the wing. Keeley gets another one.
That's why post play is so important right there. He found the three-point shooter all alone. Great pass.
Keeley Bake, 4 of 6. From downtown, he has 12 points. Montana Tech leads by 24. Mendez in traffic. Bounce pass goes to the wing. Now it goes out to Maxwell. Maxwell, a little head fake. Ball. Oh, Kalonjis going to be called with the foul. 4:23 left to play here in the ball game. Montana Tech has not given Northern any kind of life in this second half.
Not at all. And which I expect out of this basketball team.
24-point lead for the Digs at the line. Maxwell's first is no good. Maxwell at the line getting ready for attempt number 2. Maxwell, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. And he knocks that one down. He's had a good day. And every one of his 17 points have been hard-earned.
Everything Northern has scored has been hard-earned here tonight.
Tech by 23. Across the timeline, Bake moving right. Passes that way to Kulonjis. Now up top to Ure, back to Josh. Keeley Bake has an opening. Keeley gets another one.
Well, when
Keeley,
you got it, get him the ball.
No joke. Feed the ball to Keeley. He's 5 of 7 from downtown. He has 15 points. Northern in the corner. Mendez.
Can I tell you about his jump shot? It's a set shot. He's hit 3, and his feet have never left the floor. That is a great release.
Back the other way. Keeley Bake has 15 points. His high water mark this year is 20. He did it again against Maine Fort Kent, and that actually is his high career as well at 20 points. Michael Ure in traffic, no good. Gets his own rebound, second, blocked, whistle, and a foul.
Got him.
Personal going to go to Jacob Randall, senior out of Louisville, Texas.
I'm going to have to get on Ure for padding his stats there. Rebounding.
You know, that's just the way he's wired, you know. It just, you know.
You can't teach that. You can't teach that drive.
Michael Ure, free throw attempt, up and good. Still remember when Coach told me that Mike signed. It was like, wait till you see this kid. Like Gatorade Player of the Year in Idaho. Going on his mission.
Yeah, he came off his 2-year mission.
Yep.
Took him a couple years to get rolling, but he was well worth the recruit.
Montana Tech leading 81-56. Tech is holding their opponents to 62 points per game this year. Loose ball, out of bounds, Northern basketball. Northern's going to flirt with that 62. But this Tech defense just continues to be just stifling. Another huge number here in the second half. Montana Tech has only had 1 turnover in the second half.
That's expected out of this team. He just does a good job of making sure they know how to protect the basketball.
Northern out near midcourt, Sewell. Sewell with the right hand passes that way to Barnwell. Inside it goes, knocked away. Rhett Reynolds with the defensive tip. Tech back into the offensive side. Switch dribble into the paint, jump stop to the wing. Three-point shot is on its way, won't go. And the rebound controlled by Northern as Owen Long, the sophomore out of Three Forks, took the deep shot. Northern, that's going to be no good, goes to the ground, out of bounds, and that will be Tech basketball. 2:27 left to play here in the ball game. Montana Tech leading 81-56. Levi Torgerson gets the inbound. To Long, now up top. Near side, back to Torgy. Pass goes out on the right side. Heffer rifles it through the middle. It's knocked out of play. That will remain Orediggers basketball. And we're going to get a short timeout. 2:11 left to play here in this ball game. Montana Tech leading 81-56. It's a short timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Let's see if we can round up some scores. Western leading Carroll 63-60 with a little over 5 minutes left to play. That one's in Dillon. And Providence is up over Rocky now by a point, 66-65 with 2:30 left to play.
Good game.
There you go. Welcome to the Frontier Conference, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. And Penn State beating the Irish 24-17. I mean, that officially makes Penn State my second favorite team.
Don't upset Bernie Boyle.
I love Bernie.
You just don't like Notre Dame.
That's exactly where it is. Yeah, no, not at all. Quite the opposite.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, quite the opposite.
You have an opinion on that.
Mm-hmm. Jorgerson, right side, Long. Now it goes down inside to Mashad. Mashad backing it up. Fights his way up with the left hand. No good. That one rolls over the iron. Northern will go back the other way. Sewell lobs it down inside to Randall. Randall fighting. Shot goes up short. Good defense by Reynolds. He'll hand it off to Torgy, and back the other way we go. Carson Peffer up top. They'll move it around the arc to Owen Long. Owen pulls up. Jump shot, no good. Sewell with the rebound. And the Lights go back the other way. Sewell through traffic. Three-point shot. Mendez missed.
He did.
The way he was going, I wasn't sure that was possible. Torgerson will try. That one's no good. Northern back the other way.
Well, he deserved a shot.
Exactly. Barnwell, top of the horn, passes left side. Three-point shot, Mendez, no. It's this side of the floor. You don't want him to shoot from the left side. It's all right. You want him on the right side of the horn.
You should be a coach. Great analysis.
I don't know enough obscenities. Pass left side. Connor Mashad into the paint. Mashad fights his way up.
Thought they were going to miss that one. He grabbed him by the arm.
I was kind of wondering. 39 seconds remaining in the ball game. So the Digs looking to get the sweep on the day over the Lights. Ladies won our opener. And the men on cruise control here in our nightcap. Again, remember, Saturday, the Digs are at home. Carroll College in town. Women will play at 2. The men will follow at 4 o'clock. And we'll have those for you here on Digger Vision. Northern into the offensive side. Sewell out to Barnwell. 30 seconds left to play. Down to the baseline it goes Randall. Randall, 20 seconds.
No movement. They got to move.
Sewell underneath, no. Big rebound by Rhett Reynolds. A jump ball call will go to the Lights. So jump ball will go to the Lights. Tech leading 82-56.
Why not?
Deep three won't go. Connor Mashad grabs it. We'll get it across the timeline, and this one will go into the record books. Montana Tech will go to 13-2 overall 1-1 in Frontier Conference play. On the other side, Northern will go to 6-9 overall and 0-2 in Frontier Conference play with a loss. JT, give us your thoughts, brother.
Well, it was kind of a clinic on defense, and I'll repeat myself for the 55th time here tonight. If you don't have a post presence, you're going to struggle, and that's exactly what took place here tonight.
So Northern 0-2 in Frontier Conference play. Were led by Maxwell. 17 points for Maxwell. He was 7 of 14 from the floor, 2 of 4 from downtown. McEnroe gets into double digits with 11. Mendez gets 9. Thomas with 4 points. Sewell with 3. Pula gets 2, and Bailey with 1 point on the day for the Lights of MSU-Northern. They shot 35% as a team, 42% from the three-point line. On the other side for Montana Tech, they shot 48% from the floor, 39% from the three-point line, as they put 82 points on the board. They were led by Michael Yours, 20. So Big Mike puts up 20, 6 of 14 from the floor. He was 7 of 9 from the foul line, 9 rebounds as well for Big Mike, just shy of a double-double on the inside for Montana Tech. Ifeanyi Okeke gets 16 points. He was 7 of 11 from the floor, 8 rebounds for Fee. Keely Bake, 15 points. I know this is going to be a real shocker. All of his coming from outside the arc.
Yeah.
Were you sitting down? You okay?
I'm okay with that.
All right.
He can shoot those all night long as far as I'm concerned.
Heck yeah. Hayden Decon, 7 points on the night for the Digs. Braden Cook got 9 points. He was 3 of 7 from the floor, 0 of 2 from downtown here this evening. From there, you're looking at Carson Peffer with 6 points, 2 rebounds. Connor Machad gets a point. Rhett Reynolds with 4. Josh Coulangis with 4. And Montana Tech getting a big win at home. They go to 1-1 in Frontier Conference play. The Lights go to 0-2. So as of right now, Montana Tech men are 1-1. The Montana Tech women are 1-1. And Carroll College is our next opponent coming your way this Saturday.
I look for a win there because of the youth of Carroll College. Tech is just dominant defensively.
82-56, the Digs take down the Lights here on Digger Vision. For John Thatcher, I'm Paul Panisco. Thanks for joining us here on a Thursday. And until Saturday, take care.